blessed day, blessed morning, blessed evening, depending on the time of the day that you're watching it today. Beloved, today I want to talk about something very important. If it's your first time you're watching us, please do not forget to like, to subscribe, and to share our videos. You are welcome to comment. Your comment is very important. If you are regular, welcome back. Is your humble servant, Psychic Master Roger. Today I want to talk to an African man. I want to talk to my brother. Why I selectively choose an African man today? One, I'm African, so I'm concerned with that. And second, there's a stigma that have been attached to the identity of an African man. An African man has been portrayed as an abusive guy, a person who does not respect human rights in general. It can be women's rights, children's rights, other people's rights. An African man has been portrayed as the most corrupt, the most unreliable, the most suspected, the lazy one, and the ignorant one. And this narrative has been supported by our behaviors as African men. That I want to talk to you, brother, today. There's no glory, neither honor in a person who is meant to be the provider, the protector, the leader, to become the oppressor. You know the value of each man by how they take care of their own family. The family that you're having, nobody chose it for you. You made the choice. They could have suggested, but you made your choice. A relationship is a contract. It be marriage or partnership, boyfriend, girlfriend. A relationship is an engagement between two consenting individual people who are willing to share their life together. Now, what makes the other contractual part a punching bag or a subject of abuse? Because I believe on the first day when you saw her, your idea was simple. You wanted her, you loved her. You never mean to be raising your hand upon her. What is making you raising your hand upon her? Because I don't think the day you're proposing to this particular person, if they did rejected you, you're going to beat them. You're not. You're going to accept their opinion at that time. So what makes you not to accept their opinion today? What is blocking you from all the wisdom that we've got in the continent, from all the wisdom that we got from our ancestors? You've got Quote, you've got Proverbs, you've got all this wisdom that have been published. Some they've been told to you through your growing as a culture. Because I refuse this stigma over African men that we are abusive. We can have abusive men amongst African men, but not African men are abusive. I want to ask you a question. Since you've been physically violent towards your partner, which successful result have you achieved? Since you're standing, you are beating a grown-up woman, a mother, maybe humiliating them. I want to find out as which successful result have you get? African men are labeled irresponsible. Why? Because we behave in that manner. You've got a family, you got money, you choose to go and grow somewhere, enjoy a short-term hours of life, and neglect your family. Maybe as you are watching me this morning, you are leaving your home, they don't have food. Maybe as you're listening to me, you just come from abusing your children, your partner, and you call yourself African. Let me tell you something. It's always be a lie that African women have not said. If you go to my Facebook page, I think 2 to 3 years ago, I published the 100 wonders, what you didn't know about Africa. We're a matriarchal nation. We value women. We respect women. We even defined that the creator is female in Kemetic. So if you are doing abuse in the name of African culture or being an African man, I'm telling you today, not in my culture, not in my name. The African Ubuntu and solidarity never teach us abuse. They teach us support. In African culture, abuse is not accepted. That is why we value our mother. And when there's a problem in Africa, it's women who curse. Why do they have the power to curse? For us who have grown in the motherland, we know very well. If there's a situation and a woman, they undress, they hit their material down, the word shake. So people with such a power, people are bringing us to the world. People are bringing your kid to the world. Those are the ones that you're abusing in the name of African culture. That is a lie. You have imported it. I will tell you that amongst African women and European women, African women were emancipated long before Europeans. This patriarchy in the African continent have come with colonialism. Do your research or go on my notes on Facebook or write questions. I'll give you evidence of African female leaders who have impacted their time. And you can't tell me those women, they were abused by their partners, or their partner needed to respect them because they were leaders. Maybe as you are listening to me in your culture, you got story of old African leaders, women, who were women and lead society, community. Why in this time and age are we tolerating that? As proud Africans, we be labeled abusive, irresponsible. Not only by others, but by our own sisters and mothers, because we mistreat them. You might be asking yourself why your things are blocked. You might be asking yourself why things are not working in your life. You might consult all the people, all the prophets, the spiritualist ones. if you had the time to consult your own family? Did you give it time to speak to your wife, to speak to your kid? The manner in which you are behaving toward them, that is what your culture prescribes you to do. That's truly what your ancestors expected you to do. At a time, I'll give you an easy formula. In order for you to stop the temptations of abuse, ask yourself, when you want to raise your hand upon a woman, if your father was raising your hand upon your mother in your presence, how are you going to feel? That is how your kids are feeling. The same way you are going to feel about your mother pain if your father had to abuse her physically in your presence. That's exactly the same pain your children are feeling when you're doing it to their mother. But yet you want them to respect you. You want them to listen to you. Abuse in African men is a consequence of colonialism and slavery. Because those criminal systems have dehumanized us. They've chosified us. We have become the things instead of being human. We have become less than animal to them during the system. That oppression have instigated stress. When a slave, they are coming from their slavery work, returning home, they're exhausted after being abused by their colonizers and masters. They will become rebellious and violent. But it's not part of our culture. It's not our identity. If they couldn't view us as human being enough to treat us with consideration and respect, it doesn't mean we need to treat our own kind the same. My brother, I'm talking to you. You are wrong. The pain which you are causing to these people who are part of you, who are supposed to be protected by you, is a pain that you are causing to the whole community. As the consequence of your abuse, kids are becoming rebellious, they are copying it, and they were transferring generation to generation. It becomes like a culture when it's a tradition which was imported. It's not a culture. It's just something that has been practiced after invaders come and destroy our way of living. African, we are spiritual-oriented people. That gives us already a peaceful nature. African, we are family-oriented people. We live in community. So how can we be abusive and live together? Why are you tolerating that? You may tell me, brother, she's not listening to me. Brother, she's not respecting me. What do you need to do? Is she the first person in your life to disrespect you? If you feel that the contract terms are not being respected, sit down and talk about them. If there's no agreement, you can depart. But you don't have the right to raise your hand and abuse someone else's child. How are you going to feel when another man is doing the same to your daughter in your presence? Are you going to allow really the son of another man to raise his hand upon your daughter? But exactly what you are doing, you don't allow it, but you are tolerating it for someone else's daughter. And you are doing it yourself. Other men confuse their duty as a power. As a man, who got two options. You can get married, you won't get married. If you don't get married, you don't want to commit yourself to commitment, which is part of your duty as a man. But once you decide to be in a committed relationship, then you need to fulfill your part of the contract. You want a woman to respect you, but you are going 50-50 with her in the house. How she's going to respect you? Because you're equal. That submission you're expecting won't be there, because she needs to fulfill a part of the bargain. You have resigned from your responsibility. You have resigned from your duty, but yet you want to keep your honor. It doesn't work. You want honor, earn them. You want honor, earn it. You earn honor through responsibility. Just so then I see the light. So you need to fulfill your part of the contract, which is the providence, the security, the love, the care. I tolerate against someone who wants to walk away from a relationship than somebody who wants to stay because they want to impose themselves in someone's life. I believe that each individual person got a right to happiness. And I'm of the view that you are stealing other people's happiness. As a consequence, yourself, you're not happy. Check because of your behavior. You're having chronic sickness. Because of your behavior, you can't prosper. You are getting confused. I think we need to take the courage, brother, and start forgiving ourselves and ask for forgiveness. It's painful when we are talking to people and you hear African women telling you, my partner, my husband, is a complete African man. When they're telling African men, not proud to say he believes in culture and mass, is the kind of a man who doesn't listen to other people. We're not like that. Our voice were not listened to by the colonizer, by the oppressors, by the slave masters. We fought through our forefathers to get what we call freedom, independence, because we were against that system of not being listened to, of being subjected to abuse. We rebel against that, and we won. Totally, that is another debate, is not our topic. But today, we call ourselves free people. But yet we want to keep our own kind into slavery. We don't give them their freedom. We still viewing them as inferior, as things, as lesser human than us, as a less intelligent like us. But that's exactly what the colonizer did to our forefathers. They took black people as the less human being. We refuse it. And today, we are doing it to our own sisters, our own mothers, our own children. Amen. Come on. Come on. You get educated. You are exposed to everything around you in the world. But yet, you're still an abuser. And when you stand up in the morning, you go to public, you smile. You are confident to be an hypocrite and abuser. Not in our culture, brother. Let us help each other to stop this. Let's stop it in an African way. Let's develop a mechanism in an African way. I don't believe in solving this issue through canceling this and that. No. Let's talk each other in an African way as Africans. Let's communicate. Let's engage one another. Maybe you are doing it out of anger. Surely there's something that is eating inside. That I say we need to start forgiving ourselves first. Can we push for the stop of abuse in the name of African men? These abuses are everywhere, from Cape to Cairo. Why? Why? Why are we shifting our anger to the weaker? Why can't we face our challenge as men and request the support of our partner to enable us to face to overcome them, than transferring the failure anger to them? That is what you're doing. That is what you're doing. You are taking your own frustration on someone else, and you create excuses around that to justify your actions, which are unjustifiable. So if you've been labeled as an abusive, I see you've been a victim of abuse yourself. Now it's time to claim your freedom. If you're interested to keep your marriage and make it right, stop abuse. No women subbing to abuse. They're going to be hypocrites. Love is openness, is honesty, is communication, is support, is tolerance, is patience. It's not dictatorship. It's not impatience. It's not verbal abuse. You gonna sit. You as the man of the house, you never say anything good on your wife. Everything your wife tried to do is wrong. They are ignorant. They don't know. Everything that is coming from others is good. My brother, sorry, man. Stop it. Just stop it. Just build the courage to stop it. If it's so difficult, inbox, contact me. My contact is down here. We're gonna give you the necessary support to overcome these brothers. Here I'm talking only to African men. Please let's share the video. Let like, let comment, let participate, let encourage us, each other, to stop this. Women are not our punching bags. Children are not our punching bags. They are not even our dustbin where we can throw out our frustrations. If you can handle it, go and sleep, man. If you're drinking, drink. If you're smoking, smoke, man. Stop abusing people. Stop creating unnecessary problems. Stop making your home uncomfortable for your loved one. Each time you are coming home, everyone is uncomfortable. Instead of you becoming the symbol of comfort, unity, peace, you become the symbol of division, hatred. You are releasing negative energy in the presence of your loved one, but it's your home. Why? Why? Why there's nothing good spoken about you? Why are you truly behaving like this? What is bothering you? Let's talk. Let's talk about it. I get the point that you have been misunderstood. But communicate to someone who's talking to you the truth, but not judging you, telling you facts. Let's talk. The platform is yours. Let's engage. I'm willing to assist and help. Let's stop abuse in the name of African men, in the name of African culture. Please, let's stop abuse. I don't want to dwell in other things. I stop to our culture. Let's stop it. These things have been imported. You know where it comes from. But us, let's correct. Let's start loving each other. To love each other. Your wife, she's my sister. My wife, she's your sister. Your child is my nephew or niece. My child is your niece or nephew. So if we develop that family bond, we understand that we are all cousins, we are all related, and we can hate each other, then it's going to be fine. We can disagree emotional-wise. People disagree. Ideal-wise, we can disagree. When we disagree with men, did we beat them? When we disagree with other people's wife, did we beat them? Why yours need to become a punching bag? What is wrong? Talk to me. I know the voice of reason is speaking to you now. Consider the pain that you have put people through. Be bold, apologize. Gain the respect back, gain the peace back. I believe this video is the beginning of a new journey. Tell me what you think. Share with us your experience. Seek for assistance, support, and guidance. Let's do this together. The same way we respect each other, let's respect them as well. They deserve our respect. Once we start respecting them, the world's going to respect all of us. Once we disrespect them, we have no value in the world. So African men, you truly want to earn respect throughout the world, let's start respecting our own women and children. Stop abuse. We'll see the result. I hope you remain blessed. I hope you don't forget to comment, you don't forget to like, you don't forget to share. Give us an idea. You can also share with us a topic you want to talk about concerning men. I'm going to have another one for women, but this is concerning men and African men in this one specifically. We're going to go to other general men, but this one I wanted first to address my African brothers, based on a lot of story I'm hearing recently. See you in our next video. Remain blessed. May the light shade you. May the divine grace give you the courage to take the step that you need. Peace be upon your home. Life be upon your home. Success be upon your home. And prosperity. Be grateful for the family that the Creator gave you. Fix it. Whatever the problem, fix it. See you in our next video. Thank you.